All right, Toni Braxton made some remarks. Said she wished she would have been a thought more, basically, in her 20s and 30s. Also, you got 50 Cent, who says he does not want to do a reunion with Gunit. He was interviewing, I think, with Who Kid. And also, you have people saying Lil Durk and Lil Reese took the $3 million or took money to go back and forth with Tekashi 6ix9ine. So let's talk about that first. Let's get that out the way. Apparently, Durk, and we talked about it, went on Instagram Live and said that 6ix9ine people offered him $3 million, and that he was, he wasn't gonna take it. He too real for the streets, and he was done going back and forth with 6ix9ine. Then again, he went back and forth with 6ix9ine again yesterday. He tweeted, and I put it on the screen, talking about, the rat. I'll never mess with a rat again. And now fans are accusing him after going against his word and saying he wasn't gonna go back and forth with Teriyaki Snitch 9, that he took the money, and that's his prerogative. That's a lot of money. Obviously you would be a hypocrite after what you said and took the money, but some people can't help themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's just basically what it probably boiled down to. He didn't say his name in the tweet. I mean, maybe he could have been talking about somebody else, but they said he subtweeted about 6ix9ine. So, if he took the money, he took the money. Remember, Lil TJ from the Bronx also said they offered him some money to go back and forth with 6ix9ine. But like somebody else said, this the most press that these guys been getting for a long time. You know what I'm saying? 6ix9ine is keeping a lot of guys relevant with going back and forth. Not only is he going to O Block, he going to Chicago trolling. And the people from Chicago can't touch that boy. He got so much security with him. But, overall, this don't mean he 100% took the money, but it don't look good. All right, now, by Lil Reese, he got a diss coming. So, with them going back and forth with 6ix9ine, now, Lil Reese said he going to drop a diss. Now, it looked like they taking the money. You know what I'm saying? If it's $3 million, shit, if that's your price, remember somebody told me I worked across the line with him at GM. He said everybody got a price, and if $3 million your price, especially if it's untaxed, and that's what it takes for them to go back and forth with 6ix9ine, then to help him prop him up, then once again, not only are you getting the $3 million, but also you getting the clout. And a lot of these dudes, they need the clout, they need the traction to make money. Not only the $3 million, but also this make you relevant again. But hopefully they didn't take the money from the guy. But I mean, at this point, you really never know. Never know. If they did take the money, even if the money was offered, I wouldn't have made the video. So I don't see him making the video saying, "Oh, they offered me this amount of money, I ain't taking it," and then turn around and take the money. You could have just shut up and not took the money. But then again, 6ix9ine, his album is called Tattletale. He is the most prevalent snitch and rat and troll in this era. So even if you took the money down the line, unless he get a bullet put in his head, he gonna tell. So if they still took the money, unless they had a non-disclosure agreement where they took the money, as long as nobody from 6ix9ine team revealed they took the money, then hey, that is what it is. That's between them. But you be the choice. You be the you make the decision. Did they take the money or not take the money? Now, scroll over to Toni Braxton, right? Toni Braxton said she wished she would have did more thought in her 20s and 30s, saying that she wished she had more sex and party more. She said, 20s and 30s, you party more, you have sex, you do what you do. In the 40s, you able to earn enough money to pay for the therapy. And she said she wished she would have, had more sex and spread herself around and partied and drink more and all that. But I say this. At 53 years old, she beautiful. If you would have partied more, you would have drank more, you would have fucked more, you wouldn't look as good as you is now. So it's a benefit. Don't look at it from the downside and say, well, I left a lot of partying on the floor. Girl, you look good. You look like you in your 30s or your late 20s because you didn't party more, you didn't smoke more, you didn't drink more, you didn't thot around more. All these young girls you see out here that's partying and drinking Pat Ryan, Patron, and whatever tequila, drinking Hennessy straight out the bottle, they gonna pay for that shit later on. They gonna look old in the face. All the women that smoke look old right here in the face. All the dudes that look, let's say dark skin, that look smoke and drink, you can see it all in their face. That has a long-term effects on your life and your longevity. That's why I don't smoke and drink a lot. Every now and again I drink something, but I don't smoke weed, I don't smoke cigarettes, nothing. People be thinking I'm in my early 20s and I'm in my 30s. You know what I'm saying? So it also has a benefit. So, once again, she dropped the album last week that I didn't even know she dropped. So notice August Alsina dropped the album. He started talking about a relationship he had with Jada Pinkett a while ago to sell his album sales. You gotta do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. They gotta do anything for clout to sell these albums. And for her to sell these albums, she gotta just, make headlines and do interviews like this. And she need a catchy headline. And she probably got a lot of young women like, yeah, this is why I fuck around and I get mines off. And, when I'm her age, then I wouldn't have those regrets. Well, you gonna have a toe up little box, and also you gonna look old and beat up. You're gonna be that old and beat up lady that's selling fish dinners down the street because you can't get a man. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't keep a husband, or that box don't pop no more. And that's just what it is. So, a lot of women and a lot of dudes go through the whole phase. You know what I'm saying? And when a lot of these other ethnic groups and even black people go to college, this is where they have their experiences at. You know what I'm saying? If it's threesomes, if it's, girl on girl activity, or just, dating different girls around the university, or if you're a girl dating different guys, whatever you're doing, that's one of the things that a lot of the urban youth miss out on. You miss out on the ability to go to college. If you go away to college, or you go to state college, it's a lot of people from out of state. So you get an opportunity to really, mix your culture and share your culture and share your beliefs and where you from with a lot of different people, not just on the sexual level, but, on an intellectual level. And if you're able to go off to school, you know what I'm saying, or you're able to travel, you get the benefits of seeing what's out there. When you boxed in Illinois, Michigan, South Carolina, California, when you boxed in, you think those your only options. And then when you get out of the state, you notice that maybe somebody in, Philadelphia might be for you, or somebody from New York City might be for you. You might like those type of women or those type of dudes more than you like those. So once again, it's very, very important that the whole phase is important. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't go out there and catch no disease or just, go crazy with it. But it is important for you to gain sexual experience, to gain relationship experience, to gain partying is important. And you're really supposed to suffer in your 20s financially and getting your, portfolio together. And then you benefit in your 30s. You enjoy your 40s. But, at the same time, I'm not going to rip her for saying that. If that's the way she feel, or if she's saying that just to sell an album, that's the way she feel. But, in actuality, you need those experiences, and then, when the midlife crisis comes, you get a little bit more taste of those experiences, and then you good with it. But at the same time, those are important experiences. And this is why, guys that go to college and females that go to college, they more prepared, and they probably have, I'll guarantee you, more statistically, they have stronger and longer they have stronger marriages. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's hard that they don't have the time to spend together when both two college students and got a good career or got a good degree, go on and have a career. It's hard, but that separation in relationship is needed. If you with somebody 24/7, guarantee you it's not going to last. You know what I'm saying? Too much time together ain't good. Too much of anything, too much of a good thing ain't good. So she right on that point where you need to have that experience. You need to have that. Eventually, that's how you perfect sex. That's how you perfect relationships. This is how you perfect, shooting your shot. This is how you perfect breaking the ice with the opposite sex. It's having those experiences and going to college. It allowed me to have that experience with different women. And I found out that I prefer Southern women. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, a lot of times the truth ain't a good look. A lot of people, oh, she tripping, but if she being honest, that's her truth. But then again, she benefited from not looking old, from not looking ran down. And she said her religion kept her from doing that stuff. All of a sudden, now it sounds like she questioned her religion, which a lot of people in this 21st century is starting to believe that and starting to find out that religion is one of the biggest scams. With social media, what you see what the Catholic priests done, what you see what the preachers and the Baptists and the other churches is doing, you finding out that, with more information and with the internet, with more technology, that it's a bunch of bull jive. But for her, she right though. A lot of people gonna get mad at me saying she right. You gotta experience. You gotta have your experiences. You gotta party. You gotta get out there. And then the Amish people, I believe it is, they let their kids go out for a whole year. They got the bag and experience the world. And I think when they come back in the year, I forget what they call it. We got a huge Amish community in Oak Park. When they come back in the year, they let them decide. Do you want to stay in the free world, or do you want to come back to the Amish community? And a lot of them come back into the Amish community and they don't go back to the free world. So they travel with as much money as they got, which is usually a lot. They travel the world, they party, and for that year, that's their life experience. More than not, they go back. Why do they go back? Probably because it's financially suitable. You know what I'm saying? But if they go out there and, one of the women, they get some, something that's so good and they just enjoy it, it's not hard for a woman to get out there and get a man and take care of them. I mean, at all these days, especially if men like to stay out there and they find women they like attractive and they like that and they stay out there and they do their thing, then they stay. But financially, it's beneficial to stay in there. They get a wife and then, they stay in their community. And also you want to have that connection with your family. You don't want to be the black sheep of the family. So, in a lot of different cultures, they let them go out there and do that. And college is the testing ground. You know what I'm saying? Or if you get to travel after school and you get to experience some things. And without experience, you can't perfect sex. You can't perfect relationships. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So I understand what Toni Braxton is saying. And, but she got to understand she benefited she benefited as well from abstaining from those things. Look at her in the thumbnail. Look at her now, 53 years old, beautiful black woman, strong, and black don't crack, and she proving that. But black can crack. If you fuck with crack or you smoking and drinking too much, it can crack. And a lot of these women, they gonna find out they partying hard, they drinking hard, they doing all this shit, working all these hours, not getting proper sleep, and then down the line, physically, they gonna start breaking down and looking old in the face. And a lot of these women and a lot of these dudes that smoke and drink already look bald in the face. People say, well, weed is from the earth. Marijuana, yeah, it's from the earth, but the shit y'all smoking and the tobacco and the wraps is doing more harm than doing all harm. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. You can check that article. She did it in the Guardian, but you can also find it. Yahoo also picked it up as well. But yeah, 50 Cent, man. It's Curtis Jackson. He says that he ain't doing no G-Unit no G-Unit reunion ever. He said he don't care to mess with those guys. He said he gonna be like Kendrick Lamar. He always got to be a snitch and throw somebody on the bus, or be a bust and throw somebody on the bus. He said you don't see Kendrick Lamar don't let them TDE boys on the stage with him. He said what I feel like letting 30 people on the stage with me. He said basically, well, who kid, he don't want to do no G-Unit movie or none of that. You can't do a G-Unit movie because then again, we all know the truth, how you treated them boys. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget, this is the same dude that Trav was saying that, they would drive around with 50, spending their own money to protect 50 and go to 50 shows 30 deep. 50 used to go like going 30 deep because he needed that protection because he was a target. But, at the end of the day, he don't have no love for them. He helped them out. In the beginning, he gave them their break. And the way he look at it is like, shit, y'all had the bag. Y'all had the money. Y'all fucked it up. I'm not responsible for y'all. I got mine. I got yours. And that's why the game did what the game did. The game used 50, and got the hell up out of there. But, ain't no point doing no reunion and doing no G-Unit album and all that. This dude messed up Banks' career. He slammed Tony Yayo in the bushes for asking Floyd for a couple dollars. People forgot that because he needed money for his mortgage or something. They were saying, and Floyd gave it to him, and 50 got mad because he went to Floyd, but he wouldn't give Yayo the money. He actually, he starved out Buck. Buck was making good music, took it down. So, you just got dudes like that, man. You just got to know when you're dealing with 50, I wouldn't even deal with him. No matter what the deal, what the money was, whatever it was, I wouldn't deal with him. A lot of people deal with him, but you see what he is, man. He just, he a cutthroat businessman. You got to be cutthroat in business. But if it's gonna be a casualty in business, it's gonna be you. All the dudes he dealt with, nobody prospered. And when you dealing with somebody like him, you got all them dudes that he worked with, and nobody prospered. Only person that prospered was the game, and that's because he left. You know what I'm saying? You look at Jay, all the dudes he left at Rockefeller didn't prosper. How you think he probably gonna leave Meek? Probably, especially if Meek don't do what he say do. Who he really helping? You look at Dr. Dre, how many people that he helped prosper. Eminem, him and Easy and Ice Cube, his production helped them. When Dre work with people, they go on to prosper. When 50 work with people, they go on to fail. You know what I'm saying? So you just take the difference. But I don't think nobody care about no G-Unit movie. I think people care more about Cash Money movie and stuff of that nature. But hey, let me know what you guys think about the video. Don't forget to check out our music entertainment playlist. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel. Cash App, PayPal description. Best way to donate is to share the video. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella Sports TV. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, check on the channel out right here on YouTube, Motor City Sports Talk. We gone.